Off you go.
Hello, Jafet.
Hello.
I'm Darren from Sky Sport, and I'll be asking you a few questions today about your recent performances and goals this season and more. First question. Obviously, the new manager has come in and has had a lot of faith in you to integrate you into the first team picture. Tell me more about his effect on your confidence since he arrived.
Well, obviously, having the faith in me and trusting me to play for the first team is a massive deal for me. It boosts my confidence no end, because obviously a young lad like me who's from Tottenham, it means the world to be able to put on that shirt and go out and play 90 minutes for the team.
Yeah. Obviously, following on from that, with high confidence does usually lead to an improvement in performances. And how do you think you've improved as a player not only since Jose's arrived, but just from general first team experience?
I feel like it improves any player when they come into a first team, especially at a club like Tottenham, such a big club with big history. I feel like I've become a lot more composed on the pitch with the ball at my feet. But I feel like I've stepped up to the mark well and shown the manager that he should fit me.
And do you think that's been helped, especially in your position being a full-back, sort of slash centre half, has been improved with the likes of Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld with their experience?
Absolutely. Role models to follow. Big shoes to fill, but hopefully over the coming years be able to fill them.
Thank you. Moving on now, with your contract expiring in the summer, would you be open for an extension or maybe a move away from the club?
Being so young, I'd say an extension is probably better for myself, but it's up to the club whether they feel I deserve one. Or obviously, if a club comes and it's the right thing to do at the time, then I'll take that. But we just have to see what happens.
If it was to be a move away, could you see it being somewhere else in England or could it be abroad?
It could be either, to be honest. I mean, you see players like Jadon Sancho lighting up the Bundesliga, so you never know.
And like you said previously, having come through the academy process at Tottenham, do you think it means that a little bit more to you to pull on the shirt for the club that you've loved for years?
I definitely feel like it has an effect on the way playing for the club feels for me, because obviously being a Tottenham fan myself and growing up playing for Tottenham, it's a massive honour to be able to play for them. And yeah, I feel like it is a big thing.
Again, following on from that, with the Euros fast approaching, you could be in with an outside chance of your first senior call-up. And what do you think you could bring to the England team, obviously with the competition, the likes of Kieran Trippier, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, them sorts of players? Do you think you can surpass them?
Hopefully in a few years I'll be able to. It's not really crossed my mind at the moment because of being so young, and obviously there's a massive competition in the England squad already for those type of positions. But I mean, if a call-up comes, and then I'll be ready and I'll go there, I'll put 100% in and take every day as it comes.
And like yourself, you are a young English defender. So growing up in the era of players like Rio Ferdinand and John Terry, etc. Who would you compare your game to from that sort of English era of them sort of defenders?
I'd say I'm very much a Gary Neville type of defender. I don't shy out of tackles. I like to get forward when I can, but obviously my main job being a defender is to defend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Gary Neville is probably someone I base my game off.
Moving on from on-the-pitch matters, a hot topic at the minute is racism, which Rio Ferdinand is very passionate about. What do you think should be done in order to combat the issue, not just in football but in the real world?
I think racism is a bit of a grey area, because it's not necessarily. Some people have been brought up in racism in their home, have been brought up in an environment where it's okay to be racist. So I feel like that's something that needs addressing more so than the people who are actually being racist. But there's no place for it in the world. It shouldn't exist. But at the moment, I think there's no real way you can stop it from happening apart from giving the bans out and the fines and stuff.
And have you personally ever been affected by racist abuse?
I haven't. I know of people who have, and obviously it knocks their confidence back far too much when all they're trying to do is, at the end of the day, they're just doing something they love to do, but they're getting called names for it. So I can see how it affects people, but personally I haven't experienced any.
So I assume the way Raheem Sterling's going about it is very aspirational for you.
Absolutely. He's another role model in the way that he talks about racism. He's open about his issues he's had with it, and he should just encourage everyone else to try and stamp it out of the game.
Thank you. As you're becoming a more established Premier League player, would you say that you're finding it fairly difficult to adapt to the lifestyle of a high-profile athlete, and if so, why?
It's always going to be difficult going from just being that person in the background to being at the front. I feel like I've adapted to it relatively well, especially on the pitch. Off the pitch, I'd say it's not about adapting to it, it's about accepting it. Like, people might want to autograph or might want a picture of you, like when you're out with your family, and you just have to get on with it, because if you don't, then it brings a bad name for yourself. So.
And currently, out of your Tottenham teammates at the moment, who would you say has the best chance of becoming a manager in the future, and why?
I'd say someone like Jan Vertonghen or Harry Winks, maybe. They've got the character about them to sort of go forward in football, not just stop after they finish playing. So, because of the character they show in the changing room and on the pitch, they're leaders, very vocal people. So I feel like those two are the people that I could see personally being a manager in the future.
And like yourself, obviously you've come through the youth system, and I assume you're still in contact with a lot of lads from the youth team. Who would you say at this moment in time has got the best chance of becoming a full-time professional like yourself?
It's hard to pick one. I'd say they've all got a very good chance, because they've all got amazing amounts of support around them with the staff and the first team players. I know myself and a few of the others go and watch the games and try and help them improve where we can. So I'd say that if they all put their mind to it, and if they all put 100% effort in all the time, they could all have a chance of making it pro.
Finally, what would you say that your overall dreams and aspirations are in the future and for the team, regardless of whether that be Tottenham or another club?
You never really think about it too much. It's not one of them things where you sit there thinking, oh, I want to win this, that and the other in the future. But obviously, every boy's dream is to win the Premier League, every young boy's dream. Other trophies like the FA Cup and stuff, again, it's another dream, so we just have to take it day by day and see where it takes me.
And would you say the pinnacle of that is eventually getting an England call?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that, like I say, every young boy aspires to. Being called up to the national squad, being able to represent the country is a massive deal. So hopefully one day it'll happen.
Thank you very much.
No worries.